And we're back, as promised. Other webisode, part 2. The first webisode, hi, we were on hour 11.
We're on hour 11.
And what are we on today?
Hour 30.
Hour 30.
Yeah, hour 30.
According to my calculations, that's 19 hours later.
Yes, sir. 19 hours later. Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm all right.
That's cool.
I caught my second win earlier, probably around the mid-20s. Got something to drink, a little bit of food. You know, just walk around for a minute. A lot of people's come up here in the Bottle Squad that come help out, Beer for Life members. Give me a moment, you know, kind of just move around a little bit and then catch your win and boom.
Very cool. Now, you know what? I was, as I was editing the first webisode, there's one thing that I forgot to ask you, which is, how much money are you trying to raise, or how much money do we need to raise to make your dreams a reality?
$25,000. We need $25,000. That's for a nano brewery, which is on a small scale. And we believe that with the small scale stuff, we'll make enough beer to pay for the bigger stuff, and then we move on to the next level. I'm a firm believer you got to crawl. So tiny steps, you know, no matter how long it takes, you got to make sure all your T's are crossed and all your I's are dotted. You know, that's just how I was raised.
Okay, and where are we at now?
Right now, we got really lucky. We're at $6,700 now on the 30th hour.
$6,700. So according to my calculations, we need about 18?
About 18, yeah, 18 and some change. 18 and some change.
So guys, we really need you to come on through right now and, you know, throw in a few fazools. That'd be really great.
Throw some coins. We usually tell people when we're live on Periscope, we say, hey, empty out your, you know, round out your PayPal and take that 50 cents and transfer it over. Clean it out, make it even, and we'll take your change, and that sort of stuff adds up. And as you can hear my voice, my voice is almost gone.
Right.
So, and I've still got several more hours to go by tomorrow afternoon. So we'll do what we got to do.
Right, you said by noon this telethon will be over.
Well, not technically. 48 hours total.
Okay.
So you got to account for, and we both know this, technical difficulties.
Okay. Were there any technical difficulties going on?
The Wi-Fi shut down a few times, so we had to reboot it. My laptop wasn't working right. Stuff got stuck, so you had to restart it. Or somebody called you and you had to go do something, and you're like, oh, shoot, I'm behind a little bit. Right before you walked in here for this part, we were having a little computer issue. Like, I could see it, and I had to, you know, shut stuff down and reconfigure, and now we're back on at the time that you were setting up. So yeah, it's interesting. And then what else? Lighting, people not knowing what they need to do, and it becomes all those little tiny things add up. So we're probably behind by 3 hours.
Okay.
So probably tomorrow around maybe 4 I'll be done.
Now, is this your first time ever doing something like this?
To this size, yes. Normally we'll do something for 24 hours, or, hey, we need to raise this much money for this part, and everybody helps out with a little bit of pennies or their last dollar to do a better show. So with people's last little bits, we got cameras, we're able to get lighting, as you can see, and certain things that we're working with, we were able through smaller little campaigns. And this one is our largest one because this one's now about, it's shit on the pot or get off. So now, instead of doing what a lot of people do, that GoFundMe, right? They do GoFundMe, crowdfunding, they make a video. And in hopes for people to be moved by that video to donate, we do what I like to call grassroots promotion. I'm out here, my family's out here, each individual is sharing. Like right now, we're live streaming right now in hour 30. People are still sharing. People are letting other people know, hey, check this out, word of mouth. And I'm sitting here live telling them I'm not just some 3-minute, 4-minute video about, hey, and I'm not over here showbizzing. I'm literally talking, and sometimes you'll see me upset, but you see passion. Sometimes I'm sad or happy. Like right now, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I can tell.
I still have to do 18 more hours, man. So, you know, it is what it is.
But I think you're going to look back on this day and this time and really come to appreciation of your passion. Not many people can come and do this or just, have this, sort of compassion for what they really want in life.
Right. Of course, a lot of the greats, and I mean, I'm not there yet. Hopefully I will. They always say, this is what I've done. This is what I've had to sacrifice. This is what I had to put my body and mind and financial and beg, plead. You got to do things that you normally wouldn't do because of pride. You got to set all that aside and you have to go for it. Doing this, we've lost a lot of people. We've gained a lot of people. It hurts, but you got to keep moving forward. That's what has to happen. So I feel as if I can't reflect, I didn't do a good job. I didn't work hard enough. If someone's like, wow, this is great, and I can go, you really don't know what I went through to get where I'm at, then it was never worth it, if that makes sense.
But, I mean, you have the experience behind that, so I think that, too, is worth it. I'm very curious as to, let's say you come close to your goal. Are you going to keep this donation process open even longer than the 48 hours?
Absolutely. On our website, in our support section, people are always allowed to donate 24/7 anytime they want, year-round, and it explains why we need people's support. It breaks it down to travel, mailing off packages, helping others, keeping the show going, malfunctioning of parts. You help us, we keep providing that service. So we've always liked to say we're a publicly funded entity, and that's why we're asking the public to help us reach this goal, because it's not just for us. We're a perk, but the brewery will actually provide more fundamental key things that old breweries used to do back to the community. Rev does community work. We do rehabilitation, different ventures that are good for the economy or help people in need. There's just a lot more than just a brewery. So with that, we ask everyone help us so that way we can help them. There's a lot of foundations and scholarships we want to put together, and there's a dream that I want to open up the world's biggest beer museum, which is classic things, and you're like, wow, if it wasn't for this, we would never have this, and the small stuff that creates the bigger ideas. That's the goal.
You have to have the world's ever first beer bong. I'm curious to know what that was,
You know what? I don't partake, but I'm pretty sure the first beer bong, it was fun. I'm sure. I don't know if they'll remember, but they were like, yes. So.
You know what? There's a question that I wanted to ask you, because you do review beers and,
right.
and fun beverages. Whenever you're out, and you're just drinking. Do you still go through that review mode, or has it lost its luster?
I actually, I'll if I'm going out with friends, I don't do it. I just drink a beer. You're gonna hand me something, my beer snob turns off, because you're gonna hand me a Corona. You handed me a beer. I want to be happy because you handed me a beer. If I go out, I'm going to make that purchase for me. I'm going to buy something else. Now, as far as reviewing, once we're in front of the camera, that's the job. But if someone asks me a question about a beer, then yes, I'll put some professional critiques to it, but not go too in depth. It's like, yeah, that's a great beer. And if they ask more questions, then I'll give more answers. Other than that, I can turn it off. I've been doing it for a while, so you got to turn it. Ooh, almost knocked over my beer. That would have been horrible.
You know what? Anytime a beer gets knocked over, I always say, for the homies that couldn't be here, and automatically it's wiped. It's null and void. It's like, oh, that was cool,
Yeah, of course. I've seen some of the best tragedies, like on beer pong tables, or someone like I was just talking with my hands and I almost lipped it. Man, I would have told you to start over again. Fuck that.
I don't know. We do it live, people, for you.
That's right. For you guys.
Coming up. Okay, so last thing that we were going to talk about, and this happened as I was walking out.
It was his fault.
Yesterday, and that was, you wanted to talk to me about Star Wars or something like that, because we had a conversation. I forgot, I think me and Frank, we were talking about Star Wars, because of the Lord Vader, and it just somehow came up. This was off camera. I was just, talking to the people out here. And you wanted to tell me something. I'm like, well, let's save it.
All
Don't
right.
tell me. I don't even know what this is about.
All right.
So
here's the thing. All right. So my oldest son wanted to go see The Force Awakens. The problem with it was I've never seen any Star Wars. So for 2 days, I had to watch all of them. We go see Star Wars The Awakening. And I go, Luke Skywalker's, he's fighting the dark side. He's literally fighting the dark side. Because we all know Siths come in too.
Yeah.
In order for a Sith Lord to be a Sith Lord, they have to kill their master.
yeah.
So when Luke pulled his dad's respirator off, he killed his father because they bonded. Now imagine that sort of pain you gotta carry. So when they said Luke decided to disappear, he was training Kylo Ren, who wants to be like his grandfather, but he didn't know that Luke was already the dark side and he saw it, so that's why he disappeared. When the new movie comes out, you're gonna know that's his daughter, and you will know he is the dark side. Boom.
See, I have a different theory.
All right.
Okay. Luke was training Kylo Ren, but he sent Kylo Ren to actually infiltrate the new people.
Right.
Right? These new kind of Empire people, but I mean the Empire's the best, The Empire could probably take them down. And it's funny because that moment, by the way, spoiler alert, Han Solo dies.
Of course.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Absolutely. Jimmy, hold on, one real quick. Let me give this young lady a hug really fast. Hold on.
He has to give a young lady a hug. This is how empowering and passionate this man is. I think we need good times in on this convo. You're right. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Right now I'm talking to all the people that are watching on the Periscope and on a bunch of there's 7 social media going on. So there's a lot. How's it going?
All right.
Some people are a little mad about this conversation, but that's okay. It's
I got in trouble. We were at the movie theater, and when Kylo Ren stabbed his dad, I laughed so hard. You know how many people got pissed?
Yeah.
You know how many people got pissed? That was fucking funny. Fuck them.
But there was this one little moment where Kylo looked, and I could have sworn he said sorry or something like that. There's this.
He goes, "Sorry, Dad."
Yeah.
And Han Solo, he knew he was gonna die, dude. First off, your son's evil. I'm not meeting you on no bridge. No. But then you notice that when he did that, Chewie started shooting around him. Because there's another theory that, we all know Chewie raised Kylo Ren, so that's his son. So you gonna kill your son? Chewie's a sharpshooter.
Oh yeah.
Come on. That's why.
There's a lot of interesting stuff going on in this Star Wars universe. But it seems like you like it. I mean, that you're going into it,
No.
You can have these
That's because I only watched it once. And it makes a great argument. And I like to argue. That's my thing.
What's the best argument that you've ever come across?
This one.
This one?
This one, seriously.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
This one, hands down. Or, in the beer world, can versus bottle.
Okay, that is a great argument because there's certain cans that I like, certain bottles that I like. Right. It doesn't cross over.
It's because it's a chemical reaction. It's called I call it property transference.
Okay.
So when we crack a can, that little split microscopic metal, right?
Right.
You drink it. It has a chemical reaction on your lips, tongue, and the liquid.
It's called a delicious chemical reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing with bottle. Same thing happens. You break the bottle cap, a little bit of that on the sanitation, all that stuff plays. But the best way to beat all that is poured in a separate cup.
Okay.
It's all the same liquid. It all comes from let's say the same batch. So I'll take one barrel, I will fill so many cans, and then I'll fill so many bottles. It's the same liquid. So you pour it in a different cup. It all tastes the same.
See, here's where I differ. The one beer that I believe deserves only one. Should only be in a tall boy. Is the PBR.
Gross.
I'm a huge PBR fan, and I've had it
This
the regular
interview is
one, and then I've had it all over. But like for me, that 16-ounce tall boy, it's the most delicious that I've ever had.
So how long have you had zero respect for yourself?
Oh, that's since I was born, dude.
That's horrible. PBR, you should kill a puppy.
It's made in America, man.
So
It's
what
an
is it?
American.
So what?
It's
So
true
is-
American beer.
So is other beer. PBR sucks, except for nickel night at a beer garden.
And that's when you're like all about
You
it.
know, it's a nickel. I can get behind that. It tastes way better at a cheap price. A nickel.
Well, I like it, and you know what? People are gonna like other things. Everyone has a different palate for different things. So
Yeah, it's one of our old mantras: open bottle, open palate. Because you never know. You might really, really enjoy that beer, and you never thought that you would.
Yeah.
So that's why we do what we do. So that's why the place is full of people right now, and that's why we got a lot of people here. That's why we're raising this money, because they all believe in that same mantra. So
Definitely, and you guys need to believe in this mantra, and go ahead and log on to obsbeers.com, because of course this is a webisode, so people aren't seeing this live.
Of course. They can find us on all of our social media: Untapped, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, where we're prolific on, Snapchat, and Facebook. All you have to do is search OBS Beers. That's it. We keep it all simple, and they'll get all sorts of goods and news, reviews, videos, pictures, you name it, we do it.
Very cool. Good luck, because again, I wish I can be here tomorrow.
Don't worry
but
about it. Don't worry about it. You know, if you were on Periscope and looked us up at OBS Beers, you can see what we're doing.
Oh, really? You give the tally and everything?
You're looking at it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, this is here. I'll show you here. How about I show you. I can always show you better than I can tell you.
And look at that. We're watching.
Now we're watching
ourselves.
That's what they're seeing. That's what we got.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
This whole Periscope thing. Telling you, it's gonna catch on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been doing it for 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not new.
It's not. No, it's old. By social media standards, it's old. So, absolutely.
Very cool. Thanks so much.
Oh yeah, man. Turtle, it's a pleasure. It is a pleasure. Thank you for just wanting to talk to me. Nobody ever wants to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Star Wars arguments.
Yeah. Good other arguments.
Absolutely.
And if you guys want to catch these webisodes, go ahead and log on to entertheshell.com, and you can see the 2-part webisodes, because the other webisode was more funny.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more serious, but
We're 30 hours in.
Yeah.
And no rest. So yeah, we got to be serious.
Just
Or
a
try.
little. Yeah.
Got to try to stay awake for 18 more. Fuck.
How you gonna do it? What's gonna be the one thing that's gonna pull you through?
Motivation.
Okay.
Motivation.
And you guys watching out there and typing and actually, he's gonna stay up the more you donate.
Of course.
So guys, donate. I'm gonna run to my car. I got $5 that I can give to you. You take cash, right?
We got a tip jar right there.
Okay, I'll come back with my $5
And I'll add it to the tally.
Add it to the tally, please.
All right, fair enough.
All
I'm
right.
going to do it now.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Turtle.
you.